Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you guys are seeing and hearing me. I'm going to try to have not too many technical difficulties with the stream this time. So, guys, let me know in the chat if everything is coming through okay, and then we'll get started. You have a funny feeling about this. Okay. I am getting the sense that you guys can see and hear me. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. How's it going? Oh my goodness, you guys are talking really fast. Let me see what you're saying. Yes, I'm glad you guys can see and hear me. We are going to do a live lightning round today. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but I am super glad that you guys are here, and I hope this one will be fun. It's going to be a little bit different than the last live stream if you were here for that. So let's see how it goes. Thank you for all the thumbs up and letting me know that it's coming through, guys. I appreciate that. I am still getting used to using this software for the streaming, so hopefully I won't mess up too much. If I forget to change what screen I'm sharing, feel free to let me know, because I'm a dope and I sometimes do that. Okay, so for today, what we're going to do is a live lightning round. So what I'm going to do, yes, I remind you of the guy from Blue's Clues. I get that a lot. What we're going to do for the live lightning round is I am going to bring up videos that, as you know, if you've seen my lightning round videos, usually that means it's a video where there was something in the video that gave me, told me where it was right away. What I was thinking is that would be a good opportunity for you guys to kind of play along, since I already know where these locations are. So, I am going to ask you to feel free to shout out the location in the chat if you are able to figure it out. I prefer if people don't just say, like, here's the location because, like, you know it because you live there, but give people a chance to figure it out. Why do you want me to take my glasses off? That's so silly. Yes, I will take them off, but I just look like me without my glasses on. But I will encourage you to participate. Some of these are going to be like really, really easy. That's the whole point with lightning round videos, right? Like, I feel like my kind of unwritten rule for what is a lightning round video and what isn't, because sometimes people will ask, like when I do like a really fast video, they'll be like, wow, why wasn't this a lightning round? Usually my rule for a lightning round video is if I found it without looking at any other locations first. If I like saw something in the video, and then when I used that clue, it got me to, directly to the location immediately. That's usually when I feel like it's a lightning round video, because there's not really a lot to explain. Though sometimes I will say that some of the ones here might have taken me a little while to spot the clue in the video. So it's not necessarily the case that I found them instantly. It's just that once I started looking, I found them very quickly. So that's what we're going to do today. So if everybody is into that, okay, that's good. Sarah's got Google Maps at the ready, so I am glad to hear that. Yes, I do have a Star Wars shirt on today. I might be reversed though, so it's the Orabesh one that I have that you guys have probably seen before, but you're probably not gonna be able to read it because I'm reversed. So sorry about that. That was a silly shirt to wear today, I guess. I figured you guys wouldn't really see my shirt on the stream, so I didn't worry too much about which one I was wearing. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start bringing up some videos, and then I will try to show you the video as we're looking at it. I'll give you guys a chance to try to say where you think it is, and then I will let you... I'm sorry, I'm distracted by all the talk about my glasses. Yeah, I know. People are like, oh, do they magnify your eyes a lot? I don't think they really do. I feel like my lenses don't really... I just have big eyes, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I will try to give you guys a chance to say where it is, and then I'll jump in and tell you where it is if it's slowing down a bit. But yeah, let's do that, and I will keep track. I want to see how many I can get through. As I said in the video, I'm sorry for the long preamble. I just want to explain what we're going to do today so everybody knows. As I said in the video on TikTok, if you saw that, I am hoping to check a bunch of these off of my list because I have had so many of these lightning round videos just waiting for me to do another lightning round. And when I do one, then I'll do like 5 or 10 of them, but then I still have like so many to do. So we'll see how many I get through today. Yeah, it would be great if I could get all of the lightning round videos off of my list, but I don't know if we'll get that far. But I guess we better start if we want to get any of them done. So let me bring up a video. Sorry, let me get myself situated here. As I said, these are lightning round videos, so they will be somewhat easier than ones that that you would normally see me do. But I will try to throw in ones that are a little bit trickier. And some of these will be different methods. Why are you not seeing? I'm already messing it up, guys. Because I'm not seeing my video over here. So how long was that before we had our first technical difficulties? Sorry, let me see. Portrait monitor. Should be here. You know, I tested this right before I got live. I got on live here, so I don't know why it's not working. Give me a second to fix that. I will just fix this. Let me see. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so you guys are seeing a still from the video now, I assume? Hey, Anne from the UK. 6 minutes in, is that how long it took me to to have technical difficulties? Thank you, Christy. Okay, so let's take a look at this video. I'm zoomed in a little bit on it, so I will move it around if you can't see everything. But this one is someone who's driving down the street, and there are lots of road signs available. So we see this one here. And if you recognize the signs, like one of the signs is for a U.S. highway, so that doesn't tell you where we are at first. But that one right there, if you got a good look at that, and I'll go back and look at it, tells us where we are. You see it again here, and then there's a specific name of University Avenue here. So I don't know if people are already like shouting out the answer. Yeah, it's not a green screen, Mike. Yes, and by the way, I did turn it on and off again. That's how I got it working. Okay, so this sign here is really the one that is critical, and I will move it down a bit so you can see. But does anybody have any guesses so far? So this one, if we get all the way in here, let me, you can kind of see that. And if you're from here, you probably know this already, but you can see the state on there, and you can also see which road it is. So like once you have that, you can kind of start to piece it together here. It is not Toronto. It's not Louisiana. It's also not Virginia. Okay, so let me zoom in on that state a little bit. It does say the name of the state too. If I can zoom a little bit and show it to you. Now you're probably going to get it right. Okay, yes, it's Minnesota. It looks like Daniel might have found it. Yes, we are in Minnesota. So this is 610. So the question then is like, where exactly, if we're getting on to 610, and it's near US 10, right? And we've got this name of a city here, which I'm going to guess it's Anoka. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it. I usually look these up before I do it. On the sign on this image, yes, is it in Anoka? So I don't remember. Let me see. I mean I have the exact location, so let me take a look at where we are. Okay, yeah, I know the name of the place. And I usually like click on the spot on Google Maps and ask it what's here, and then check which city it is. Sorry, I'm gonna let this play again in case anybody else wants to look at it. I'll back it up. But yeah, this is it is definitely Minnesota. You can see that it's near there. Yes, that's the county, probably, right? Yes, it is Blaine, Minnesota. That is correct. Here, let me see if I can bring up the exact spot. I probably have it here somewhere. So I will. So actually, yeah, I have the start and finish of the drive mapped out. So let me switch to my Google Maps screen so you guys can see it. So yeah, the drive starts right here. If I can get my trying to get my street view to cooperate. So the drive starts right here, and let me turn it around. So yeah, you can see there's that University Ave sign. Yeah. So this is, I mean, this is the spot, and then it goes a little bit farther. They take the exit up here ahead. So like, if I were to move it up a little bit, we would see that they take this exit up here. Yeah, it really is. It's a beautiful video. I try to remind myself, guys, sometimes the videos people send me have like really like beautiful locations. Yeah, is it a sunrise or sunset? I think it's got to be a sunset, right? Because this person is heading west-ish. So, hello, George from San Antonio. Yep, that latitude and longitude looks roughly correct to me. I would have to check. I mean, I just plugged it in, actually. Yeah, so like what I plugged in there was, yeah, essentially where we are. Okay, so we got our first one down. I don't know how to say how many I'm going to get through here today. I was very ambitious, thinking that like hopefully we'd get through a bunch of them, but maybe some of them will go really fast. So let's increment the counter. I should have a bell or something to ring for this, but I don't have one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, it's a sunset. You can tell because we're going west here. And actually, I did not try to figure it out when viewing the video, because the first thing I focused on was all of the signs, because I knew that would tell us. Hey, Amber from the UK. Okay, let's do another video. Let me just. I want to remember to like mark these things for myself so I remember which ones we did on the live, or otherwise I'm gonna have to go back and like update my spreadsheet later. So guys, just so you know, I am running a discount code on my store, so if you are at all interested in that, feel free to go check that out. If you use the code HAPPY2024, you'll get 10% off your purchase. I'm not going to leave this up for very long because I always feel weird about doing that, but you can find the link from my website. So can you tell it makes me like really uncomfortable to do that kind of promotion? And I always feel weird about it. Okay, let's pick a different one. Okay, this one. I don't know which one to pick. Yeah, here's a good one. Now this one, I'm going to have to look to see. I actually found this one a little while ago. Let me bring up the video. It's one that, if I recall correctly, I think that I did just a Google search describing what I was seeing. But let's get this other one out of here, and let's show you this video. By the way, in case you're wondering, some of these videos are driving videos, and I'm trying to discourage people from sending me driving videos anymore, because I'm worried about people being safe while driving, and also TikTok like flags my videos for dangerous content sometimes when I do that, so that limits how many people can see it. So I try to avoid that. Okay, so here we've got some driving. There's not a heck of a lot here at first, and right there is where we get, kind of a big clue, right? I don't believe I'll let the video finish. But also, by the way, if you're noticing that some of these videos don't have the people asking to be found on camera, it's because they're old videos that I was sent before I changed the rule back in May, which is a long time ago at this point. Does anybody happen to know where this one is? Yeah, I don't mind dashcam videos too much, although TikTok is sometimes stupid about figuring out what's a dashcam video. The biggest problem with dashcam videos is people don't have a good way to follow the rules to like appear on camera or show a sign. I guess if you stuck a picture in front of your dash cam or something, I don't know, it all sounds a little dicey. But I have done dash cam videos, but I'm more concerned about the potential problems with not having people follow the rules. Okay, so this right here obviously is the biggest clue. I'm just looking to see if anybody has already military contractor office. That feels like, you know, the right idea. Hold on, I lost. Does anybody know where this might be? I am pretty sure I'm going to leave it on the screen for a second. If you do a reverse image search, I bet you'll find it right away. So you can see that there's a number here. We've got the number 13. I don't think any of the other text is really readable here, but I feel like if you look for I feel like I want to say that what I used to find this was I feel like I described what I was seeing here, like seeing like a like an unmanned vehicle, aerial vehicle in front of a building. Apple Valley, USA. Where is that? It's not Washington. I don't remember if I said that already. Happy New Year, Stacy. It is this specific building. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. I'm checking my notes. Here, let me search for it quick. Yeah, so it's like I don't want to give it away too much with, but it's definitely related to the vehicle that is outside, right? Like, you wouldn't just find this in front of like, a supermarket or something. A training center. I don't recall if it's a training center exactly. I'm going to switch over to my map and bring it up while you guys look for it so that I can show you in just a second. But definitely, if you want to use reverse image search to look for it, I'm not going to be the kind of guy that tells you that like that's cheating or something. I tend to not use. Yeah, that is right, Mr. Mick 05. It is the Civil Aerospace Medical Institute in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So let's bring that up in just a second. Oh, I can't show you. This is the other thing. I can't show you Google Street View because there's no Google Street View here. But I can show you an aerial view. So let's do that. Let me switch over to. So if we go in here and look at this, you can see there's actually, I believe, the satellite view has a different vehicle there. It might not be exactly the same one. I think they've changed it multiple times, or maybe it's been updated since I last looked at it. But you can see this is definitely the place. So Daniel, I don't recall. I found this one a long time ago. I feel like I searched for. Yeah, my notes are not great on this. I think I searched for like UAV or something like, unmanned aerial vehicle. And I forget exactly which word I used. I thought it was a museum at first, because you see that sort of thing at museums sometimes. But yeah, I probably would have had to find it again to tell you exactly. Sometimes when I do these videos, I will find them, and then I find that I don't take very good notes, and then if I don't get back to it and do a video right away, I have to like find it again because I don't remember how I did it. Yeah, it might be the same vehicle. I don't. I felt like the front of it looked a little different to me, but maybe not. Or it's possible it's been updated since I last looked at this, because this video is actually from a while ago. Okay, but enough about that one. Let's increment our counter, and we will go to another one. Yeah, I know what you mean, Sarah. I think I looked at museums. I think, you know what? I feel like I didn't get stuck for very long, though, because I still put it on my lightning round list. I felt like I found it quickly, so I wouldn't have put it on the lightning round list if I didn't find it quickly, but I honestly can't even remember at this point. Okay. Are there two different vehicles there? I can't really tell. While you guys talk about that, I am going to find our next video to work on. Okay, I think in this one we've got a fire truck in the next one. Let me grab that. Emergency vehicles are always fun in these because if you've got, oh no, I remember what this one is. This is actually recorded from a fire truck, I believe, was the idea. And I was going to say that an emergency vehicle, in videos where we have emergency vehicles, there's often a name of a town like right on it, but that is not the way to find this particular place. But here, let me play the video so you can get a look at where this one is. I feel like there's some pretty good clues in the terrain here. There's some big clues right there. Yeah, that makes sense, Andy, that you might have gotten something like that with that search. So guys, you can see there's a whole bunch of things here. I feel like I don't feel like I even got through the entire video when I did this one, because there's so many things that give this one away. I'll let the whole video play through, but then I will pause on a few things so you can take a look. I mean, look at this intersection. You've got everything you need right there. I'm pretty sure I found it from something early on, but I will show you. I got some Pennsylvania vibes from this as well. I can definitely see that, Sarah. I guess I'm sort of giving away that maybe it's not Pennsylvania. So we've got, I'm pretty sure that I might have just used this this Chinese restaurant here. We have a Chinese buffet. I don't know if we can see it might be a 304-257 is what I'm seeing, but oh, it looks like somebody's probably already got it. Petersburg, West Virginia. That is correct. I mean, obviously, if you get farther into the video, it's like, I mean, there's got to be a million clues here, guys, right? But like right here, like boom, you've got US 220, and then if you didn't, I mean, you've got the names of these streets. Like, I mean, once you get this intersection, you've got it. So yes, that's right. I don't know if I even need to bring that one up to show you guys. It's pretty, oh, I'm sorry. You probably couldn't even see the top of that screen, but there were some, this is like Virginia Ave and Water Street or something are listed here. So yeah, very, very straightforward, that one. Okay, let's do another one. Do one maybe a little bit different. Wait, I forgot to increment the counter. You guys, you want to know what a nerd I am? I have a script that updates, so my counter that you see right there that says how many places so far, that's in like a text file that just has a number in it, and I have like a dumb script that I can just like run real quick to increment the counter because I don't know, that was the way that occurred to me to do that easily during this. I didn't want to have to go and like type it. Meanwhile, I'm like, you know, executing the command to run the script. So I don't know, in like usual kind of nerd fashion, I like saved myself, you know, a few minutes by spending a bunch of minutes or something like that, however that phrase goes. So let me bring up this video. Get rid of that one. I don't even remember which video this is, so we're going to find out in just a second. Let's watch it. So, okay, yeah, I remember this one. So we've got some pretty good clues there. Get a car in the way. Again, can you tell this is an older video? This is when I used to constantly get videos from people with videos exactly like this. In fact, I used to joke that, like, if it was a pickup truck driving down the road like this, I called that the usual, because I got that kind of video so often. Yeah, I hope I hope if your video is on this list that you will see it. There are a lot I'm trying to get through. I don't know how many we'll do. What is my day job, if I don't mind you asking? I made a joke earlier today, actually. Somebody asked me what my job was, and I said I was a capybara hype man. So I'm going to use that answer for a while. Okay, so anybody have any guesses on this one yet? I realize I didn't slow down the video for you, but somebody say, what did somebody say? Mississippi? Oh, I don't know if you're still talking about the last video, actually. So let's see what clues we've got here. This Total Kids Dental with the phone number, guys. This is going to get you, like, pretty close right away, I think, if I recall correctly. That was a big clue. And then obviously we've got a Toyota dealer here. Trying to see if we can read it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it on screen. There we go. So it's like Bell something. It's not Dallas. You like that about the capybara hype man? That's good. Yes, it is Phoenix. You are correct. Where in Phoenix is the question? Let me find the exact coordinates while you guys look at it. Also, it didn't occur to me until afterwards because there were so many clues in the video, but I think this person has like AZ in their username, so it wouldn't have been too tough to find it. Hold on. Is anybody saying Bell Road? That makes sense. I think that's what it says on the... Yeah, that makes sense, because I think it says Bell Road Toyota or something like that. Okay. You guys are too fast for me to even bring it up, but I will... If anybody likes the satisfaction of seeing it on screen, let me see. What was like Total Kids Dental? Yeah. So the coordinates. So we're right here in Phoenix. Sorry, I think I have to turn it around the other way. So it started right here, and actually you can see the... I remember that when I did this, you can see the Total Kids, Total Dental, whatever it is, billboard from... You can see it from the 3D view even. But yeah, this is the Toyota dealer. Actually, we get a better look at this part of the Toyota dealer. You can see it says Bell Road there on it. Okay. My backlog is really crazy. I try not to even think about it, honestly, George, because it is frighteningly long, and that's one of the reasons I was like hoping to like get some of these done, you know, during this live. Okay. Did I already increment the counter? I don't think I did. Is this number 4? I think it's number 4. Yes. Increment the counter. Ding. Okay. Is this... Is this working for you guys? Is this as fun as as the last live stream? I feel like I fumbled through the last live stream with some of the really hard locations. So I hope this is interesting for you guys. Yes, it is definitely traveling westbound, Sarah. Oh, yeah. So let me explain in case anybody's just joining. Thank you, Monica. Um, so yeah, if you're just joining, the idea is that these are videos that I probably would have put in a lightning round. And I had a bunch of them, sort of a backlog of lightning round videos, because I don't make those that frequently because they take a long time to make. Because even though they're like easy to find and easy to explain, if I do a lightning round compilation, it means I've got like 5 to 10 videos that I have to do the editing for, and that can be a lot of work. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, everyone who's giving feedback. There's a lot of people. Thank you. So yeah, so I have a bunch of videos that have been waiting for a really long time for me to do a lightning round, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And so I thought I would try to just get some of these done here today. And I thought it would be good because this way it's totally fine for you guys to like shout it out. I think some people didn't understand last time if they were supposed to say whether or not they knew the location or whether they had found the location before I did. And I don't want to make it like weird for anybody. Like I do want people to try to like find it. If you recognize it immediately, I'd rather you didn't shout it out. But yeah, so I just thought like this would be a good way for people to participate since I already know these locations. But anyway, I figured I'd give it a shot this time. Let's go find another place. This is a good one. I don't remember what the clue was. This is kind of fun for me because for some of these, I don't even necessarily remember how I found them until I bring them up, because I have a ridiculous number of these. Sorry, I'm just getting the video available. I do want you guys to know that I did spend the time to make sure I had all the videos on my lightning round list downloaded, so I wouldn't have to spend time downloading them while you guys watched me fumble through that. So I did try to do that to make this smoother for you. Okay, so this is from somebody who actually, I'm sorry, I'm not saying all the usernames. I probably should say that. This is from somebody whose username on TikTok is TowerTech. And I'm pretty sure that I might have done another one of that person's videos. Okay, let's take a look. So this is sort of a joking video that I guess he had posted. Why is that running so slow? There it goes. Saying, you know, that they had this carport thing for the, I don't know what it is supposed to be in this parking lot, like really secured down. But you can see you've got like this furniture row place here, furniture row, and then specifically David's Burger was mentioned in this. So it's probably pretty easy to find. I think that I found this like almost immediately, and so let's see. I suspect that Furniture Row was only in certain places. Let me see if I can bring up my notes so I can tell you. Oh, I'm sorry, you're probably not seeing the very top of the screen again. It's tricky for me to figure out how to like show you the videos and my silly face. I guess you don't need to see my face, but a lot of times these videos are portrait, not landscape, so it's a little tricky on this live stream. Okay, so yes, there's Furniture Row. Does anybody know where we find those? Yes, Arkansas is the right idea. Pretty sure, I think it might be North Little Rock. I don't know if that's, I think that's a separate place. I don't think they're the same place. So is it Charday? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Charday Jones. I think that's right. That is Little Rock. Let me bring up the exact spot. It's you can tell people in the chat if you don't mind how you found it. Did you just search for? Yep, David's Burgers doesn't have a lot of locations, and I think if you look for ones that are close to Furniture Row locations, that probably gets you there pretty quickly. Yep. You guys are doing great. I am glad that this is working well. I didn't know. I was worried that like you know, I thought some of these would be pretty, doable, in this format. I know it's hard when I'm the one advancing the video and you don't get to control it yourself. So I'm glad that you're able to sort of follow along with it. So yeah. So we've got the David's Burgers right here, which is not a chain I'm familiar with, because spoiler alert, I don't live in Arkansas. But yeah, you can see this is the place. We've got the furniture row. That is definitely the right spot. You can see the carport here. I'm pretty sure I got it figured out down to the, hey look, who's that guy? This is definitely one of the ones where I got it down to like the exact spot in the parking lot, which was not too hard. There's lots of different landmarks. So that makes sense, Sarah. That sounds like what I probably did, if I recall correctly. Something exactly like that. Okay. He's got these random guys. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just hanging out. He's like, what is this? Okay, he didn't know he was going to be in a Jose Monkey video today. Okay, let us increment our counter. That's 5 locations so far. I thought, I might be taking the lightning out of lightning round today, guys, because I feel like I thought these would go like really quickly, but I feel like in order to give you, time to play along, I can't just zip through them. So we'll see how many we get done. All right. Here's another one that I think is a good one for trying to get the. I think it's a good one that you can get the general location right away, and then it might take a little longer to get the precise location. So let me bring that one up. By the way, if anybody's wondering about the blinking, I am blinking. I know people like to come on the live because I get to see that, but only here on live. It's a live exclusive. Okay, let's bring up the next video. So I feel like on this next one that I looked at it and knew right away what I was looking at. This one you'll be able to see a little better too because it's actually in landscape format. So let me just play the video. It's not the best quality video. They do move around from the spot if I recall correctly though, because otherwise it could be tricky. Do they move? I think they do because this is, yeah, it's a long video actually. It's over a minute long. So they're going to move around here and then I promise I'm not a robot, April. At least I don't think I am. I'm not aware of the fact that I'm a robot if I am. Yeah, Sarah, it's pretty distinctive, right? Like, it is certainly a subway. So I feel like I don't remember if you could see at one. There you go. There was like the edge. I mean, I'll pause it to you guys. Yes, yeah. It's definitely DC Metro. I feel like at full speed it might be easy. It might be easy to not catch it, but once I show you the whole video, I'll pause in a couple spots and you guys will see it right away. And there goes a train. I'm sure you could use. Oh, and that's the end. And then right at the end, you got the Metro logo right here, right? In case you weren't sure. Yes, I believe Rosalind is right. So we see in a couple spots here. It's a little blurry to read it there, but on this, I feel like this is what I got it from. Is like right there. You get the SSLYN on the end, on the edge of it. Right, that is, yes, it's a station name. So let me see. I didn't try to put a pin on the map in the exact spot because, I mean, it's underground and I can't see exactly where it is, but I guess it probably wouldn't be too hard. So obviously I'm not going to be able to bring it up on Google Street View, although I bet there's probably Google Maps photos for the station. But I mean, if you've seen one metro station, you've seen them all. They kind of look the same. Okay. Okay. Brendan, I see you mentioned data mining and OpenStreetMap. I don't know if I'm going to do any of that today, just because we're doing a bunch of like really quick to find videos. But if we get through some of those, maybe I can pull up one of those. I was mostly trying to get through some of these lightning round videos today. But I will plan for sure to have some data mining videos that we can do. Maybe for the next live. If we have time to get to it today, I will try to do that. But okay, let me mark this location. Is that number 6? Are we on 6, guys? I think so. Okay. Well, that's a good point. Some of those stations are pretty big, so like finding the exact spot could be tricky. If you don't know exactly where they're standing. Here we know, you know, where they are relative to like the escalator and stuff. I bet we could find it, but I'm going to move on to another one. Thank you, Monica. Okay, next video. What should we do next? Well, let's do one. Well, I don't want to give you any clues. But here, I'm just looking for... Oh, you know what? Here's a good one. Let me find the video. Just a reminder, guys, if you are interested and would like to go check out the stuff that I have on my store, you can get a 10% discount using the code HAPPY2024. So do that if you would like. Okay. You can find my store from my website if you know how to get to that. It is josemonkey.com. Okay. Let's look at this video. You probably can tell that there is a clue almost immediately here in this video. I'm just gonna let it play at full speed. It's not very long. Well, it's about 14 seconds. Oh, Andrea. Andrea was asking about locations outside the U.S. I wonder if this one's in the U.S. But yes, that's absolutely right, Monica. Most of my followers are in the U.S., so most of the videos I get are in the U.S. But I try to do videos outside of the U.S., and I have done 35 countries and counting. Actually, is this country on my list? I don't remember. Yep, that is what it says. Smoking Red Moon. I mean, that's what I see. What's that top word is really the question. Here, let me move this a little bit more so you guys can see it better. Sorry, let me get this other video out of the way. So you can kind of read that. But that is definitely the big clue. And it's fairly distinctive looking. But if we look at some of the other stuff in the video, there definitely are other clues here as well. Sorry, I'm trying to see where I saw other clues. I mean, got a clue there, right? It is not Rome. It is Barcelona. Do we know where in Barcelona? Does anybody know the name of this school. Here, I will bring up my notes and the... I think it's a school, if I recall correctly. Yes, it is. Isabel is the last word that we were having trouble seeing in the video. It's like, you can see the ISA, and you can sort of see the B at the top. I think that's right, Andy. I would have to bring up my reference for EU license plates to be sure, but that sounds right to me. So let's switch over to the map. So I think we are right about here. Come on, switch to satellite. Oof. My laptop is really chugging here. All right, it's a little tough to see anything on the satellite view because there are a lot of trees here, which is lovely but not helpful for me when I am trying to see stuff. But yeah, if you turn, there it is. We can see that very clearly here. So yes, it is whatever this says here. 12. Is that's too small for me to read. Rambla de Ribatalata? I don't know how to say that. I'd have to practice that. You guys always think that I'm like super good at all the pronunciation of these things, but I really practice before my videos. So, you know, people just think I'm like fluent in all these different languages when I say like stuff in German and Spanish, but I only speak a little bit of those languages. Okay, so yeah, thank you for confirming, Andrea, that yes, the E is on plates for Spain in the EU. Okay, that is our first international one for today. So I think that means we're up to number 7 so far. I lost my spreadsheet. Hold on, guys. That's not it. I don't want to show you my spreadsheet. It would be too frightening if you saw the craziness of my spreadsheet. Okay. Do we want to do another? Yes, it is a new country, right, Larry? I didn't even think of that. So woohoo! That is country number 36 to add to the list. So I will put all these. It's going to be fun actually to put these all on the map later because it'll just be like one big dump of locations to put on the map. But I don't think I'm going to get through nearly as many as I thought since we've only done 7 so far. But do you guys want to do another one outside of the U.S.? I bet everybody's going to say yes. I will start looking for one here. This is one that was sent a little more recently. Sorry, just pulling up the video. Okay. And now you can tell that this one is a little more recent because we actually have somebody following the rules. Where is it? Sorry. And appearing on camera. So here he is. Do one in Roseville? I don't know if I have a Roseville one on the list, but I will look into it.
Okay, Jose Monkey, can you find me? This will be your first New Zealand one if you can.
That gives away that it's New Zealand.
Hopefully it's not too hard for you.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm trying to catch up on some of the comments, but let me turn the volume off on this and I'll let that play again. But oh, is that how we're doing on people? I keep forgetting to check how many people are on here. I'm happy to talk to you guys, even if there's just a few of you on here. So I don't really think about it too much. Okay, so I feel like I might have some from Canada, Brian. Um, I feel like there are a lot of clues here. If you guys have spotted them by now, it looks like we've got. So first of all, the person tells us this is New Zealand. His accent also gives us a few hints. Um, but we've got this. It says Foursquare over here. Yep, I concur with those clues. We've got. It might be. I'm not sure about the fire station, but you're right. Like at the very end, I felt like this was the big clue, right? This book nook. Sorry, I'm trying to get it right on there. This book nook, which looks like a TARDIS. Um, so, is there only one in all of New Zealand, Sarah? I did not realize that. Well, that narrows it down a bit. It's like 7-Eleven. Okay. Oh, there are a lot in. Oh, okay. It's tricky. Um, so yeah, I think the book nook is really the big key here, because I felt as if that led me to this place very quickly. I'm gonna bring up the coordinates so we can say where it is in just a second. Brandon, I appreciate that. I am a lover of spreadsheets. People often give me a hard time and say I should be using a database. I know I should be using a database, but this is what I'm working with. All right. Um, Brightener? Brightener doesn't sound right to me based on what I have in my notes, but maybe I have something wrong. This one took me like 1 minute to find, by the way. Sorry, I don't mean to brag. I know you guys like to know that sometimes. That's why I started including that in the videos. The funny thing that happens sometimes now is that when people watch, sometimes people will see my videos out of order because, it's just whatever their For You page shows them. So sometimes people will see like significantly older, yes, Brightwater sounds right to me. Sometimes people will see significantly older videos and they'll be like, why didn't you say, how long it took? And I'm like, well, because I hadn't started doing that yet. So that is the reason for that. Man, my MacBook is very sad to be streaming, I think, because it is really like a dog right now, and it's not like it's a not a good laptop. Anyway, here's our book nook. Here's the Foursquare. This person was like right over here ish, if I recall correctly. I think there's yeah, because you can see on the ground here, you can see the edge of the whatever is painted on the sidewalk. So no, Andy, I'm not drinking a beer on my live. I feel like I would get in trouble for that. This is a seltzer, so I feel like that would be bad. I don't want to risk it. Yes, it is Ellis Street. That is correct. All right. So we're up to 8. Maybe we'll hit double digits, guys. Let's see. Oop, jeez. Next video. So, is that my first New Zealand? Does anybody remember? I think it might be. The thing that's hard is sometimes I have these on my list and I've found them, like I'm doing right now, and but I have not made a video about them yet. So like sometimes I have trouble keeping straight which places I have found and told you about, and which ones I have found and just haven't had a chance to tell you anything about it yet. I see people sharing their method for how you found it. Yes. Yeah, so I think I did something similar to what you guys are saying. I think I could tell it looked sort of like, I think that's called a TARDIS, right? Is that I'm not a Doctor Who person, but I think that is what we're what we're seeing there. Okay, it's time for another video. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is the first New Zealand location, right? So that's fun. I feel like my Chrome is going to crash in a minute, guys. I don't know why it's misbehaving so much. Okay. Okay, here's another good international one, and I do feel like this one is pretty easy to find. Hold on, I lost my videos. Okay. Okay, let's get New Zealand out of here, and we will watch this next one. Oop. Sorry, I'm trying to enlarge the video so it's full screen here, but it is not working. There we go. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Jose Monkey, I am somewhere in Nigeria. Try and find me.
I think it's so funny when people
Find me, I dare you. Find me.
when people are so confident that I'm not going to find them,
Giving you lots of clue here, buddy.
and then they just blurt out where
Lots
they
of
are.
clues.
Although, like I always say, people will often comment on videos and say like, "Oh, I knew that was Texas right away," or something like that, as if like Texas is all I'm going for in terms of the location. Thank you for confirming that is a TARDIS that I was talking about. I hope I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly, guys. I do not know about Doctor Who. You know that like Star Wars is my particular brand of nerdery, so. More power to anybody who's into Doctor Who. It's just not a thing I ever got into. So I just realized that you guys, in the view I'm giving you, you're missing like the most important clue. There's this like a laundry cafe something here with like a phone number. I sort of chuckled to myself when I saw this video, because I don't know if the guy thought it was like going to be maybe good publicity for this place or something. Personally, I'm not going to go to Nigeria to do my laundry. It just seems a little inconvenient for me. But I'm guessing, I don't know if you guys can read the number in the live. It might be a little bit tough, but yeah, I feel like, I recognize Nigeria a little better now after I spent all that time looking at Nigeria in that that video I did not too long ago. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I do feel like some of the architecture here kind of screams Nigeria from what I have seen. There's a lot of I'm sorry, I'm showing you mostly this guy's face now. It's really tricky to show you what I'm looking at sometimes, but he did move the camera pretty fast. That, I believe that's right. Smoking Red Moon. I don't know how to say that. I didn't look it up. Is it Abuya? Does anyone know how to say it? I guess, how are you going to tell me in the chat? That's very silly. Like, I don't expect that you can... unless you're going to spell it out phonetically, which of course I would appreciate if you did it, but just retyping it is probably not going to help me. I do always look these up though before I make my videos, which is why it's hard to do it live. That's why I totally mangled. Now I can't remember how to say it. Is it Subiaco? Is that right? The place in Western Australia. Abuja with like a J sound, maybe? Anyway, I do appreciate you guys trying to tell me that, because I do like to get pronunciations right. I gotta tell you, so many people appreciate when you pronounce things correctly. Like, people will constantly thank me in the comments for saying like, thank you for saying Nevada correctly, or, whatever the place it is, right? People sincerely appreciate that when you take the time to figure that stuff out. Yeah, this guy was pretty sure that I was not going to find him, which I've noticed is like a thing a lot. Like people think that like Africa is somehow my kryptonite and I cannot find locations in Africa. And I will be the first to admit that there are probably many places in Africa that are very difficult to find, with very few landmarks or details that you can search and no street view in a lot of places. But nobody bothers to check whether I've already done locations in Africa when they, when they say that. And yes, I've done a lot of them. Yeah, that would be great, Sarah. If you did one from a difficult to pronounce place, I would have to figure it out. Is the mountain Mount Zion? Is that right? It's probably right. I trust you. You can't really see it from this view. The trees are. I know we'd have to go that way a bit. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Actually, no, maybe not. I think I should be heading east. It's a little. This was not the clearest day on for Google Street View. Okay, but we found this place, so that is pretty good. I am so glad that you guys are able to play along. I hope it is interesting, even for the people who are not necessarily guessing. It's totally fine if you're just watching and enjoying it. That is totally okay with me. But for the people that like to play along, I'm glad that you're able to do that. Sorry, let me read some of what you guys are saying. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate the kind words. And yes, I do. If I could just take a minute to say, guys, I really do try to stop and remind people that one of the reasons that I do this. I mean, obviously, I do it because I enjoy it. But one of the reasons that I do this is because I really am trying to raise awareness about how you can accidentally share too much information in videos. And the thing that I try to tell people, people will try to stump me and send me a video where they just, take their phone and they're just like, oh, where am I, Jose Monkey? And they just show me like nothing. And the thing that I tend to say in response to that is, while it is very easy, trivially easy, to intentionally record a video that is very difficult or impossible to geolocate, it is also very easy to accidentally record a video that is very easy to locate. So I feel like that's really one of the big points that I'm trying to impress upon people when I do this. Where's your closet? Probably in your house is my guess. I actually have a video that I have not done, guys, that I couldn't decide if I should do it or not, but a guy sent me a video from his living room. I'm sorry, I'm assuming gender here. He was male presenting. I don't know his pronouns, but this person sent me this video, and it was in the living room, and he's just like, "Where am I, Jose Monkey?" And of course, I'm sure that this person thought that this would be impossible for me to find, and was doing it more as a goof than anything. Yes, I should add a sound effect when I change the counter. That's a good idea. And of course, it is sometimes possible to find people when they do stuff like that. I did not make a video about it because I'm not sure how I really felt about, just exposing where this person lives. Maybe I'll still do it at some point, especially if that person decides to like send me another video taunting me like they were. But of course there are other ways to find people, right? Like usually when I do these videos, I try to stick to whatever's in the video. I use the clues in what you give me. People often assume that I, use your profiles and things like that. But as you guys know, if I ever do that, I will tell you in the video. Like if I looked at your profile and I got a clue from it, I will say that when I explain how I found it. So if I didn't say it, I didn't do it. But, when somebody sends me a video from their living room, I feel like they're basically saying, it's fair game to look at whatever, because how would you really find it, right? So long story short, I was able to find where that guy's house was, but I didn't make a video about it. But and it's just again, it's a good like PSA for how much information you may not realize that you're revealing, or that the people around you are revealing. Because I think, if I recall correctly, that person's video, they didn't share too much, but like it was pretty easy to find. I believe it was the person's spouse's account, and that person had shared a bunch of things from both inside and outside of the house. So I was able to find it, but I didn't do it because I felt like that would be, I don't know. I try not to cross the line into stuff that's a little too creepy, because people already give me a hard time about the stuff that I do. Anyway, I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Yeah, I think it's good to raise awareness with people if you see them doing unsafe stuff in their videos, but please be aware, guys, that people don't react well to it. I think that, understandably so, it can be really unnerving to tell somebody that they've just revealed, to hear from somebody that you've just revealed your location. And so a lot of people want to reject it right away, and they feel creeped out by it. And so while it's, often well-intentioned when people try to say like, oh, hey, you're exposing information, people, if they haven't asked you to do that, they often, even if they later reflect on it and appreciate it, in the moment, they will usually just be like, you're a creep. Why? Like, they will not appreciate you doing it. So if you can, try to tell them in like, privately, if you can, if you know the person, and do your best to just like tell them that, they're sharing too much information without like flexing and telling them the location, because while it might feel good to show somebody that you did it, if they haven't asked you to do it, they're usually not happy that you did. So just ask yourself, like, why are you doing it? Are you doing it to help them? Or are you doing it, because you want to show off what you did? Because the hardest part about having this kind of thing as a hobby is, sometimes you just shouldn't say anything if you found a place, because it's the right thing to do. And that's no fun. When we have hobbies, we like to tell people about it, right? So, okay. Let's go find... I'm sorry, that was a very long digression there, but I figured it was a good opportunity to talk to you guys. Also, somebody's deliberately trying to expose a location. Yeah, I mean, I think that is that's definitely true, right? Like sometimes people are showing you exactly what they intend to, right? So, so I guess maybe we shouldn't always assume that they've done it accidentally, right? So that's a good point. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to doing some locations here. Let me find my spreadsheet. Okay, so we just did Nigeria. Should we go back to the US for a bit? Let me see. I swear I'm looking at some of these, and I honestly, it's going to be a surprise to me when I bring it up, because I don't even remember how I found some of these. Okay, this was a good one. Let's do this one. If it's the one I think it is. Sorry, I hope there's not too much downtime in between videos. I'm trying to bring them up as quickly as I can, but feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I do. Okay. Let's get our friend from Nigeria out of here. And we will bring up this person and see what they have to say.
Just outside, enjoying the day with my dog, but I want to see if Jose Monkey can find me. Say hi, Broly.
I love when they show me the dog. Okay, so was the dog's name Burley? Is that what? I need to know the dog's name.
Say hi, Broly.
I think it's Burley. Smoking Red Moon. I don't know how long have I been live already? A little over an hour, it looks like. I'm thinking I'll probably be on for another 45 minutes or so. I do have other stuff I need to do today, so I will have to cut it off at some point. Brian, I will try to get to a Canadian one. Yes, I love the dog videos. Can I tell you, I have a video on here that I'll show you guys that the person has their username is like something about a dog. I forget what it is. It's like, you know, it's like the dog's name. It's like, you know, I don't know, Jesse the Corgi or something. I made that up. But, and then I was like, ooh, I'm going to get to see a dog in this video. And there was no dog. I was so disappointed. Okay. So let's see. Are we going to see Chad in one of my live streams? I don't know. I told Chad he had to stay out. If you guys, was it Brody? Maybe it was Brody. I'm not sure about the dog's name. Brody would work for Chad as well. So if you don't know, Chad is the recurring character who sometimes appears in my videos. Usually Chad is the personification of silly comments that I get when I want to talk about things that people have said to me that I didn't really appreciate without specifically calling people out. Usually Chad is the one who will say it. So he's the fellow with the long, messy blonde hair that wears a hat all the time. Okay. Thank you, KJ. Chad is a country. That is. I don't think that is where Chad, the character, is from. Okay. I'm sorry. You guys are probably wondering where this location is, unless you've already found it while I was busy blabbing. Let me flip the video around because we can see that there's writing in the video. Sometimes you can't even tell until you see writing whether it's reversed or not, right? So I feel like if I zoom in here, I feel like there were important things that we could see. I feel like this looks to me like we've got like Instagram handles or something. I realize it's still tricky to see, especially like it's smaller on your screen probably. It's fairly large on the monitor that I'm looking at it on. But you will notice, no, Chad's not my dog. My dog's name is Chopper, by the way. So this sign, yes, I'm trying to stay on the sign. I realize it's probably not the clearest picture, but I do think that there were important clues here. I'm going to stay on that for another couple seconds so you can take a look at it. Feel free to grab a screenshot if you need to. But then I'm going to show you some other things that I observed in this video. That's right. I think the word tattoo is in here twice, right? It looks like we've got, I mean, what I'm seeing here is I feel like this is a sign pointing to this mural that we see to the left of it. I think it's identifying an artist, and then it is showing what I think must be like social media handles for the artist in question, who I assume is a tattoo artist, because we can see that the word tattoo appears in both of those names. Now, the other big clues here, if you didn't catch them, we've got the mural here, which it might be tricky to try to do a reverse image search on the mural since it's we don't get a good clear picture of it, and it's not yeah, I think that's right, April. And also it's at an angle, so you could probably take a picture and then, you know, like take a screenshot and then like skew it to try to do a reverse image search, but maybe you'd get a match just like that. I don't know. We've also got this water tower here. At least I think it's a water tower, if I remember correctly. And that, I feel like, was a big clue for me. I mean, honestly, I feel like I got it. Oh, you can read it much better here. I'm sorry. Yeah, here you go. It's Carlos. Is it Roa? R-O-A? I think so, because it, or maybe, and this looks like Red Tree Tattoo. Actually, look, it's good enough that I can select the text, so it must be clear enough to read. There you go. Columbus, Ohio. That is correct. You guys are great. So yeah, let me pull it up. So yeah, that Red Tree Tattoo was what I got. Sorry to show you the really blurry. I didn't realize there was a much clearer image. Let's go to the map. So if I switch over to here, so Red Tree Tattoo Gallery is what this says on Google Maps. So it's pretty, yeah, that's it, pretty clear why this one was in the lightning round, right? So you can see we've got those murals like here. So our friend with the dog was standing right about here, and here's what I guess is, it must be a water tower, right? Like, what the heck is that? I learned a lot about water towers unintentionally on a bit of a side quest on a video I have coming up for you guys. I learned about some different, yes, that is the correct address. I was like learning about different kinds of water towers because I was looking for a particular water tower in a video, and I learned a bunch of terminology, which I have written down somewhere. But I will save that for a different video. You guys are gonna like that one. It's a good one, and it was, I have to say, it was from another person who I felt like was pretty confident that I wasn't gonna find them in that video. So that was kind of fun. That's always fun. Not that I mean, I never try to be mean to people, even when they're like not particularly kind when they send me the videos. But sometimes it's hard when they're a little bit rude. Okay, but this person was very nice, and they showed us a dog. So you know, extra points for showing us the dog. We will have to let this person know that that we found this place on live, and that I think is our 10th. Is that our 10th location? I just incremented it. So yeah, I don't know what it is a crazy big water tower, right? I mean, it's like, sorry, I don't know if you guys probably still can't see it. Let me go to the, I think it just says Ohio on the side of it. Here, let me switch back to the Chrome window for a second. Yeah, I guess it says Columbus, Ohio. It's sort of weird. This is not my display. It's sort of weird and pixelated like that. That's just how it's done. Wow, if they'd showed us this side, I guess that would have been really silly. That would be like the time that person showed me the mural that said Struthers, Ohio. Is that Ohio? I think so. Yeah, so I don't know if we can we get right to the spot on the street view? I would have to, I don't know if we can. Sorry, I don't mean to spend a bunch of time on one that we already found. I'm on the wrong side now. Where the heck is it? It's over here. You can't actually see it from that side. Is there street view right here? Oh, you can get it from like this part. And you get no mural. How about that? Yeah, you can't see it. But, you know, that's how it goes. Sometimes looks like this street view picture is from 2019. So I guess that mural was done sometime after that. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay. There was a specific one that I was going to do. Let me find it. I hope you guys are still having fun. I'm having fun doing this. I really just like, you know, having somebody to do this with from time to time. It's I usually sit at my desk and do it by myself, so it's cool when you guys are helping me out. Sorry, where is the one that I wanted to do? Trying to search my spreadsheet to find it. Why am I not finding it? Okay, I have a different one I'll do. I can't find the one I was looking for, but that's okay. Is this the one I think it is? Oh, this is, yeah, so this is a different one, but this one that I'm about to bring up is very easy, I think. Hold on, it's opening the video. Okay, say goodbye to our friend and the dog. Burley or whatever the dog's name was. Okay, let's watch this one at full speed.
Hey, Jose Monkey. Try to find me.
Clearly we've got a drawbridge here that has been raised. Okay, that's the video. A circular. Oh, are you talking about the? I think Larry, you're talking about that water tower circular structure, but it's not. It's not identified as a water tower. Interesting. Okay. So what do we got here? We got this guy's face. These glasses would be great for reflections if this person were outside somewhere where we needed that, but I don't think we need it here. I think there's basically one part where there was like a zoom that happens that I think makes it much easier because I squinted. I think I tried to read these signs for a long time. So I see people guessing things. They don't sound right to me. The specifics don't sound exactly right to me based on what I recall, but I will double check in a minute. What I was going to say is here we get this zoom. Oh, but wait a minute. So Homer Lift Bridge. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. I think I got confused. I think I read two different messages from two different people. So, sorry, Brian. I think you're right. So where is that? Is it? Is the name of the town? Is it Saint Catherine's? Is that right, Brian? Is that what you're coming up with? So actually, I'm going to let people continue to guess. I know I just said a place name out loud. Sorry, I should have held off on that. But I noticed that while Brian did identify where specifically which bridge this is, we still haven't said exactly where it is. So if you are still looking, go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to bring it up while you do. Sorry, I need to switch over to here. But this one, I mean, it's pretty quick to find once you see the clues. Yes, that's right, Monica. So yeah, you guys are on top of it. So yes, we are in Ontario. By the way, do I say Ontario weird? I feel like I said it one time and somebody told me that I was saying it strangely. But I feel like I don't know how else I would say it. But let me know. Oh my god, do you see how this is like lagging here? Sorry, I'm reloading the window. Okay. So yeah. So our friend in the car was right over here on this side of the bridge. I guess it's the east side of the bridge. So there's our sign. And you can see the same, we've got the same buildings here. So this one was another quick find. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, I guess it is probably near Niagara Falls, right? I don't really know how far out we are. Not too far. Niagara Falls, I don't know how well you can see it. Niagara Falls is like right here where my cursor is. So how far is that? That's, by the way, do you guys, this is a fun feature. Do you know that if you right click on Google Maps, you can get a menu where you can say measure distance, and then you can just click another point and it will start to draw lines to measure. Like right now it's telling me that this is about 7.5 miles or 12 kilometers. And you can just keep doing that. You can just like keep drawing a path, and it will add it up for you. It's really helpful. Sometimes, sometimes I will use that. Hey Jennifer, welcome. Sometimes I will use that, like if I know that there's a situation where sometimes if you have like a you'll see an exit sign or something that tells you you're a certain number of miles away from a place. Sometimes what I will do is go on the, on the map where like I find that thing, and then where I see the sign or whatever it is, and then I'll use measure distance to just like trace the road along and like find, like if it said it was 5 miles away or something, find the point that's 5 miles away. It's really helpful because it can be tricky, like when the road is all curving around, right, like roads do. It can be hard to estimate distance just looking at it, even if you have the map scale. So I think that's a good trick. Okay, so yes, that was in Ontario. Was that 11 or did I miss one? I don't know for sure. That's a smart idea, Sarah, to use it to measure stuff that you see on the map. Thank you, Jennifer. I hope I get to do your video at some point. I think that was the 11th one, but I feel like maybe I missed counting one. Did I miss counting Columbus, Ohio? I think maybe I did. In fact, I don't know if let's see. I might be a few behind, actually. Guys, I'm slipping. So let me see. We did Ontario, and where the heck is Columbus? No, not that place. That's a different place. Okay. So yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay, that's 11 so far. Unless I'm messing things up. Thank you for helping me with that. Just a reminder, guys. I'm going to get awkward when I do this, but just a reminder that you can use the code Happy2024 to get some Jose Monkey merchandise if you're into that sort of thing. I've got pint glasses and coffee mugs and travel mugs and some shirts and stuff. So also stickers. I don't have magnets. People keep asking me if I can do magnets. I can't with the store that I'm using, but hopefully I'll have those at some point in the future. That code will be active until tomorrow, so feel free to use that. Have I ever done California? Not in this live, I don't think I've done California, but I've certainly done places in California before, Izzy. Yes, that is correct. I have done all 50 states, and I think, did we do 2 new countries on this live already? We did Spain and New Zealand, right? So I think that those would be countries 36 and 37, because I recently did, what the heck country was it when I did number 35? I just did it. It totally escapes me. Does anybody remember? Smoking Red Moon, I thought about that. I thought about making shirts because I have the Jose Monkey Found Me shirts, right? And I thought about making shirts that said, like, I stumped Jose Monkey, for people whose video end up in the fail videos. I worry that people would just buy them, even if they didn't stump me. Then again, I guess I don't mind if you really want a Jose Monkey shirt. But yeah, that was like, I don't know. I tend to be like a bit of a rule follower, I guess. And the idea that somebody could buy a shirt that said they stumped me without actually stumping me, I guess, gave me anxiety. So I haven't done it yet, but maybe I tried to think of a way to do it too. Like I tried to figure out if I could, like somehow make it so that it was like an unlisted thing where like I had to send you the link. I don't know how to do that on the platform I'm using for the merchandise right now. So I will try to figure something like that out though. But I did make the so what can we see shirts. That was an idea that I got from some people who asked for that. So I actually wore one of those in my video the other day, and then people just gave me a hard time for not wearing a Star Wars shirt. So that's a good point, KJ. You can put magnetic backing on stickers. if you just, get that magnetic material from like a craft store or something, you probably put a sticker on it and cut it out. That's a smart idea. Thank you for that. Just 158 countries to go. Yes. let's check them off. Okay. Speaking of, let's get back to the list. I probably only have about maybe another half hour to spend with you guys today. So, because we still have holiday decoration cleanup to do at our house. We put it off. It's the kind of thing that you should really get done this week, right? Between Christmas and New Year's. And of course, here we are on New Year's Day. And I did it. Thank you. It was Honduras, Matt. That was the country I just did recently. So that was a good one. Okay. Let me find the next video. I had a different one. So I specifically did the... I wanted to do the... Oh, wow. It's really lagging. I hope I'm still coming through okay for you guys. Because my display is taking a long time to update right now. Okay, I think it's better now. Sorry about that. What I was going to say is that I was trying to find a different Canadian location, because I know Brian was asking about Canadian locations, and we did that one in Ontario. I had a different one, which I thought was a really good one. It was a lightning round, but it was slightly trickier. But I can't find it right now, unfortunately. Okay, so here is one that I would be interested to see. I'm very interested to see what you guys think of this one, because I was kind of calling this a lightning round. Well, I don't want to tell you too much, because I'm truly interested in if you are able to find it and which method you use. Why am I not finding this video? Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulty trying to bring up the video. There it is. Okay. I know this person has been waiting a long time. I will have to tag them. Well, I will try to tag all the people, to be clear. But I will do that afterwards, probably on TikTok, since most of these videos came to me from TikTok. The one from Nigeria was from Twitter. And I think I've got a couple on here from YouTube. Okay. Just to answer your question real quick, I've been doing stuff like this probably for more than a decade, just as a hobby. I've been doing this, for you guys as as social media content for the last year, a little bit more than a year. And I think the next question is probably, do I do this as part of my job? And the answer is no. Okay, let's see this video.
Okay, Jose Monkey, find me. I'm going to give you a little extra because I think it's going to be almost impossible.
Okay, that is the video. Sorry, the top of it, I tried to center it mostly on the video. You're seeing most of what's here. There's just the words at the top of the screen, but like if I keep it here, we can see most of what's important for finding this place. Yeah, I do think that this person was fairly confident. So now, Brandon, you would think that this was Texas because we got like a clear Texas plate, right? So that was where I started too, because surely it had to be Texas. I will tell you guys it's not Texas. So I will save you some time because this one, like I said, I feel like this is not... I included this one on the list today because I really wanted to do it and I haven't gotten to it. And I know this person's been waiting, so I will let them know. But I probably would not have included this in a lightning round because it was not a quick find for me until I found it. I mean, that's always the case, right? Like, it's quick once you find it, but there is an approach to finding this that will get you there. But, well, I'll let you guys take a look. I felt like this was a very distinctive building, so I'll just talk you through the things that I observed about it. I felt like this looked fairly distinctive to me, and then the other thing that I was thinking is when I looked at these particular buildings here, I'm just waiting to see. There you go. So Daniel said exactly what I was going to say. I wanted to see if anybody said it first. So very much was giving military base, right? Like the barracks or something. It was what exactly. So you guys are looking at exactly the same kind of thing that I was. You're observing exactly what I was seeing and coming to the same conclusion. So I was thinking this looks like some kind of military base, and the fact that the grass is so long here tells me that this is not an active base, right? So, so I think you would be. Like you can see, this is overgrown on this road here, right? So looking at military bases that are no longer active is probably a good idea. The fact that we have Texas plates here doesn't tell us that we're in Texas necessarily, and like I said, it's not Texas, guys. But it does tell us that you probably drove here from Texas, at least, maybe indirectly, maybe not directly from Texas. So it's a place that you could drive to from Texas. Now that could be very far, but yeah, I agree with everything that you guys are saying in the chat. It definitely looked like barracks to me. So this looks like it's probably some kind of chapel or something. I was getting from this, what we see at the top of this this like spire that we see here. We've got multiple water towers here, which again is something that I've seen on a lot of military bases. So we can see there's one here. We can't. Sorry, you can't see my cursor over there. Right over the building there. There's another water tower. Do I say water funny? Water tower. That's my jersey coming out. And yeah, there's that one there. Did you guys just hear my stomach growl? I didn't eat lunch. I think it was really loud, and this mic is really good, so it probably picked it up. I hope you didn't hear that. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Yep. Sometimes a clue like that'll throw you off. I've had a lot of times people will show me cars with license plates that are out of state with the specific intent of leaving it there as a red herring and misleading me. Sometimes you can tell though if they like hover too long on it, it's clear they were trying to show it to me, and I'm like, okay, they're probably including that on purpose to throw me off. And I don't mind when people do that because, they're not all straightforward. Sometimes that's what happens. When you're trying to find a place, they don't all make them easy, right? But I do appreciate if people aren't like dishonest, right? Like, don't tell me you're in one place and actually be in another, because that's no fun. But anyway, what's Daniel saying? The fence in the background could be a perimeter fence, possibly. Hard to say what that is exactly. It's not. I know it's probably hard to see. I mean, it's not really much clearer when you zoom in on it, unfortunately. I assume this is the one you mean. So I will say that this looked very distinctive to me. It looks almost. This almost looks like we've got like appliances here. That is not the right place, Brandon. And Nobby Walsh, it is not Arkansas either. Let me double check. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. Okay, no, I remember where it is now. So let me give you guys some more things that that you could use. Yeah, I agree that that could be a sports field out there. It's hard to say for sure. I didn't actually check what it was, but I feel like these look like appliances to me. What we're seeing in front of the building here, like that almost looks like a commercial fridge or something. And by the way, it looks like we've got a no trespassing sign is what I'm guessing that is. I don't know. I might be wrong about that, but it wouldn't be surprising. So when I looked at these buildings over here, thought they might be barracks, and then I looked at this one, I was thinking this could be like, maybe this was like a mess hall if we're on a base. And I thought that based on, you know, what looked like appliances here. And I think I was right about that. I don't recall actually, but the part about this being a mess hall, but it does look a bit like a hospital. I agree. Some of the buildings. So I will let you guys guess a little bit more, but I will give you another hint on this one to tell you that if you're looking at bases, that this is an inactive Air Force base. This is, if you're trying to narrow it down by which branch of the military we're looking at here. Yeah, it could be vending machines. Hard to say if they're like older ones. I do not recall how long this particular base has been out of use. I mean, certainly they're older looking buildings, but it's possible it was in use more recently. That's a good point about street view. You don't always get street view on military bases. In fact, the one that I did, was it Fort Riley? I feel like it was Fort Riley. I had to use satellite imagery alone because there was no street view. Okay. My stomach is growling again, guys. I am so sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it sounds so loud to me sitting here at my desk. Okay. There are, so just so you know, one of the approaches that I used initially in trying to find this, you can get listings of, you know, like abandoned or, you know, otherwise, you know, inactive military bases on like, on like Wikipedia often. What I found, and where I kind of hit a little bit of a wall here, is that there's just a lot. There are a lot to go through. And at the time, I did not know which branch of the military this was, so I couldn't even narrow it down. But if you do, if you do look on Wikipedia, you can find a list of U.S. Air Force bases that are no longer active bases, and I'm fairly certain that this would be on the list. But it is, it's a long list. So going through them one by one, I mean, certainly I've done that. I have, you know, done the tedious brute force work of going through a long list of things, but I feel like I was really not even sure that I was in the right place. Like, I thought it was a military base. It turns out that I was right, but I wasn't sure I was right, and I didn't want to commit to going through the whole list. So there you go. Is it Feel? Feel R? I don't know how to say your name. But you are correct. This is in Montana. So let me bring up the location. I forget what we can see. It is in St. Marie, Montana, and I have to say, you guys know that I don't like to use reverse image search as a first approach when finding something. I usually only use it if I feel like there's just no other way. And guys, I ran out of ideas on this one, so that's exactly how I found it too. I found, I found that I was not, finding this place otherwise. So that was how I found it as well. Let me bring up the map and see what we see. And like I said, I try to use reverse image search as like a bit of a last resort, but only because I enjoy, the looking. So I do not, some people will try to tell you that they don't think it's like a, a legitimate way to look or something, but I think that's silly. I think that if you're doing any kind of open source intelligence research, then you use whatever's available to you. And also, to the point that I was making before, if you are trying to demonstrate to people, how how they can be found from the information they share, I assure you that people with bad intentions are not going to abide by any silly rules like you can't use Google Lens. So, I feel like I don't know if I have the exact latitude and longitude. If anybody has it, let me know. Yes, ding. It's number 12. Monica is keeping us on track. What is this? It is... What was the name of this place? It was like Glasgow. Is it? I can't find the exact spot. We're just going to have to find it right now. Let me get my globe view up here so I can do like a 3D view. I do not remember if there's good 3D imagery for this. No, there's not great 3D imagery. All right, so we've got the airstrip there. So we probably want to look for the barracks, right? I wonder if these are the barracks. I feel as if I was able to verify a specific building, but I can't. Oh, hold on. You're giving us the coordinates. Thank you, guys. So what did we say? We got 48. And then -106. This is the Watch Jose Monkey type challenge. Okay, so if I recall correctly, we probably don't have... Did I type that in wrong? Probably pretty close though. Wait a minute, because it would have been on the road. Maybe I didn't put in enough precision here. Hold on. That's okay. I mean, we're pretty close. So let's see. I do like to find the exact spot whenever we can, but I could find it later. Yeah, there's no, as I suspected, I don't think we've got any street view here, but I feel like there was something marked on the map. There's one of our water towers, I bet. I don't know. We probably, you know what? Is there anything? Maybe sometimes what I like to do is see if. Oops, I'm still measuring distance. This is 1,300 miles away from our last spot. That's silly. Okay, that's the post office. I think we see that in the video, don't we? Isn't that it? Sorry, you can't see that very well. I think over the... Oop, sorry. I'm zooming in on the wrong screen. I feel like this building that we're seeing over the car is the post office. And hard to say. Do we have any other pictures of this post office? Nope, just one. So if that's the post office, they're probably just down the street here. Just trying to get... Is this... It says community center on it? Is that the building that we saw? I don't know. I agree, Brendan. I think that if you're trying to educate people, you should absolutely use everything that you have at your disposal to do it. I think sometimes people think this is like, it's like a magic trick, and like if they can see how I did it, then it's no good or something. I feel like this might be the building here. Is there... Let's look for that church-looking thing. Now, it should be there, though. Or maybe is that it? I don't know. Look at 6th Street. The chapel's there. Okay, this is 6th Street. Oh, there it is. Oh, you know why? I was looking the wrong direction. We were looking the other way when we saw the chapel, right? Like I was thinking the chapel was here, but the chapel is back this way. That makes sense. So yeah, we've got everything, guys. The post office. So this is a better view of the post office, right? So we've got the post office, which is that reddish brick building. I think if we look up here, we'll see our water tower. Where is it? There should be one right down there. It is. This water tower that we see here is the one that's down at the end of the road here in this video. And then if you follow that back, I'm glad that my computer is not this sluggish when I'm actually doing this. It would be much more painful. So I think that means if we've got the chapel right there, so when you turn around, then this building is going to be the one where we saw those appliances, and then we should see our barracks a little farther. They're across the street, right? So these are they. So I think those are our barracks. I don't think we can get any better views of it, but that's where we are. How did they drive here from Texas? That's a long drive, right? I mean, really. So like, if we, wow, I'm like all turned around now. This makes me like a little bit dizzy when I zoom way out like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you see? Yeah, you can see it. When I zoom way out to the map view, and it starts to look like a globe instead of a map, it makes me like a little bit dizzy. So yeah, the drive would, what'd you say? It's like 20 hours? Yeah, depending on where you are in Texas, right? If you're all the way down here in Texas, I mean, just a quick measurement tells us it's like 1,600 miles to get all the way down to the bottom. Of course, it would be much less if you were up here in North Texas, right? Wow, like that almost cuts it in half. Texas is big, guys. I do not know that I've done any drives quite that long. I have, in fact, I've mostly only driven on the eastern part of the United States. I mean, let's see, I've driven down most of the East Coast, up and down the East Coast. I've driven to Maine, I've driven to Florida, I've driven to Michigan, but I don't know if I've ever been farther west than Michigan when I didn't get on a plane first. So I know it's so funny, right? Daniel's mentioning about how different, our sense of like what's far, right? Like there's like the phrase that that you hear people say sometimes, that like an American thinks that 100 years is a long time, and that someone from Europe thinks that 100 miles is far, or something like that. I forget, or maybe it's like an Englishman. I forget what the exact quote is. But yeah, I do find that that's true, right? Like 100 miles, that's not too bad. You can drive that in like 2 hours, but depending on where you are. But so we're at 12. I just incremented that, right? I think Monica's keeping me honest. I think we're on 12. We probably have time for like one more, guys, and I'm going to run out of time today, but let's try to do that. Closed in 76. Yeah, that would make sense based on what we were seeing from those appliances, right? They looked pretty old. So, okay, I'm going to put this on the screen one last time. I hope you guys will tolerate me and my silliness and my goofy merchandise. But if you are at all interested in that, you should feel free to use that code at any time during the next day to get 10% off whatever you want to buy from my store. I'm going to bring up one more. Let me look for a really good one. I mean, these are all pretty good ones. That one, I don't even remember which one that is. Let me try to get a slightly older one checked off the list. I did a few that were pretty old. But this is a good one. We did not get through nearly as many as I had hoped, which is fine. I mean, I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are too. I was really hoping to get through like 2 to 3 times as many as we did. But I should have known that, like, if we were going to, play this game cooperatively, that I need to give you guys time to do that. So, what's happening? Flew over Kansas, tortured drive-through. I've never driven through Kansas, but I hear it's not a lot of fun to drive through. Okay, let's do one more, guys, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. I will just I don't think I'm just double checking. I don't remember if there's like loud music or anything in the video. Let's see. Okay, there isn't. You can sort of hear people talking in this one, but not. It's very quiet at first. Another driving one, which is one of the reasons I haven't done it. Oh, that just said something there. I will zoom in on some of these things so you guys can see them. That is an interesting looking vehicle. If I hadn't found other clues in this, I definitely would have tried to figure out about that vehicle. Maybe we should do that just for fun. I don't know if I have time to do that, though.
Oh, I broke though.
Okay, they give us a full minute of video here. As you can tell, this is like an old one. They're not following the current rules. So a few things. We can almost see, we can kind of see at the bottom of the screen. Let me see if I can figure out how to show you that. At the bottom of the screen, it's going to be really tricky to figure out how to show you that exactly. Let me get rid of that. Oh, we still got Ontario over here. Okay. Why is this not resizing the way I want it to? Okay. We can see this person's phone. And we can, like, almost make out some words here. I feel like it's something Boulevard. And then, I mean, to be perfectly honest, we should not spend too much time struggling to read that because we've got much better clues. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should do the video focus. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, like we've got this here. This is just, I mean, this would probably be a good clue if we didn't have better clues, but it's like we got a phone number here. It's 408-9595 is all we can see. But then when we get here, this is what really gives it away, guys. It's a little tough to read, but also, like, you can try to look at some of these plates if you recognize them, but like I think that you will find that this makes it really easy to figure out where you are. We know we're going under an overpass. So if you're not able to read that, I'm doing my best to show it to you, but it says Spanish Town, and I believe it's May Pen and Manville. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. That's right, Daniel. I don't remember if like you get if you'll get hits just searching on these names right away, or if you need to like narrow it down first. I don't recall. Let me look at my notes, see how I found it. Oh, another thing that you may notice here, I feel like there was something here that told me that we're driving. Yes, it looks as if they're driving on the left here. Here we go. We can see, assuming these are the same road, and like sometimes you just have roads that are next to each other, so it's a little hard to tell. but it looks like they're driving on the left side of the road. Yeah. So you guys are in the right place. So definitely Jamaica. And I feel like you probably could have gotten that from some of the cars, maybe like the plates. It's a surprisingly blurry video. Like I had a lot of trouble seeing these, but I bet you probably could figure it out if you didn't have better clues. But it looks like Daniel's probably got it. Tell us where it is, Daniel. It is one of the larger cities in Jamaica, if I recall correctly. I'm going to bring it up on my map in just a second. Yep, you're right. We were definitely getting hits for... Oh, I see Daniel saying some other stuff. Yeah, so I think some of these names will get you to not exactly the right place, but the combination of them together is pretty good. And then once you have that, I think the idea that I had, I think I was like trying to figure out. I think we can see a road number here. I don't remember if that's what I used here. Mr. Mick is saying that looks about right to me. Yes, that's about the coordinates that I get as well. So let's yes, it is Jamaica. So here we are. We've got the overpass right here. So the thing that we could not quite read on the GPS on this person's phone, I believe, it's going to be hard to show to you again. I probably, well, it's too blurry to read, but I'm pretty sure that it said, I don't remember if it said Mandela Highway or Municipal, no, it was like Municipal Boulevard was, I think, what it said. Yes, because they're getting ready to turn onto Municipal Boulevard, I think, which is this road up here. Sorry, let's just look at the street view. So again, this one was like not too difficult, right? Like once you, oh, what happened? I'm trying to drag the little yellow man over here, and it is just not working. Oh, now we're measuring from Texas, or from, okay. I am just trying to zoom in on Street View, and it's not cooperating. Sometimes when you have the map up for too long, I think there's got to be like a memory leak in Google Maps or something, guys, because when you have it up for too long, it really does not behave itself. So here's our overpass from the beginning, and if we just, oof, man, it is so slow. Man, if my laptop was this slow when I played GeoGuessr, I'd lose every single time. I'm just trying to get a slightly better view, but you can see that these are the signs. This is the same spot. So yeah, there we are. Yeah, you're right. It is PhotoPath, isn't it? That's why it's like not really as good of a, you get like this front facing, right? Like, because it's not always, you don't get a 360 view like you do in places with better street view coverage. Okay, so guys, that is probably our last one for today. So did I already increment it? Monica's our official scorekeeper. Are we on 13? Or did I do that prematurely? 13 is a very, very unlucky number. Not that I don't really put much stock in that sort of thing, but hopefully that's not too much of a bad omen to stop on number 13. But I think that's right. There we go. Monica confirmed, so it must be right. Okay. Guys, I really appreciate you showing up for the live today. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope that this was fun for you guys. I feel like it was a good way to give you a way to participate. I will certainly do. I think it would probably be fun to do ones that are significantly more difficult in the same way. So I think I'll try to do that as well. I figured that the thing, before I did one of these, this is only the second one we've done, and before we did them, I was thinking that the fun of it would be watching me do it live, and having me not know, going in, which I think is definitely, there's probably, that's probably something that people enjoy as well. But I do think that being able to play along together when I knew the right answer was helpful, because then we could sort of keep things moving. So I don't know. I'll probably do another one like this. If you guys enjoyed it, definitely let me know. It looks like you guys are saying it was fun, so I hope you had a good time, and I'll try to figure out when to do another one again. Hopefully before too long. I did. What are you saying? Sorry, I misread the chat. So you're asking if I could do a difficult one live. Yes, I would be happy to do that. I did that in the last one. In fact, I still haven't found the location that we were trying to do live last time that I failed to find. There was we did several locations. I think it was like 6 that I found in the last one that were ones I had not found before the video, before the live started. But thank you guys. I see some people are probably signing off. So thank you for coming. I appreciate that. But yeah, we did do some much harder ones. Some of them took a little while. Some of them were easy. And there's one that I still haven't found. I have to go back and look at it. I haven't had time to look at it. But I think I forget. It's somewhere in like the Midwest maybe, or maybe Pacific Northwest, but I'm not sure. But anyway, maybe we'll do that one again. Maybe I'll revisit that one. But I felt like I burned so much time in the last live trying to find that one. I worried that was not as fun for people. At least not that part of it. Final plug here for the merch, guys. If you are interested, feel free to use the code HAPPY2024 to get 10% off whatever you want to get from the store. Pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug or a pint glass or a sticker, and I hope that you enjoy. Hello, we got folks from Romania coming in. Hello there. From Transylvania. What? Sorry, I'm just trying to read all your comments. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. I should get into Doctor Who. Okay. I feel like I'm way behind to start getting into Doctor Who now, but I will. I hear it come highly recommended from many people. A train station video. Yep. Yes, I would like to do one in Scotland. I can't remember if I have any right now from Scotland. I don't think so, but I will try to do one soon. And by the way, if anybody is interested in train videos, I have, I feel like I should do like a train themed video soon, because I have several videos that people have sent me, either recorded from a train or at a train station, where there's somehow our trains involved. So I feel like I should, I got folks from Switzerland. Hello, everybody. Yes. Hey, yeah, hit like now. I'm supposed to say that at some point in here, right? Okay. I am going to have to get out of here. I promised my family I would not stay on too long today, because we've got other stuff to do. But hey, Karen from Southern New Jersey. But I am going to go, and I really appreciate you guys showing up today, and I'll try